Perfect, perfect. What's going on, people? How y'all feeling today? Make sure y'all go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Make sure y'all jump in that chat room. Today we're gonna talk about 2021, what you should be doing, how to prepare for it. We learned in 2020 that things aren't the same. Things have changed. We learned in 2020 that we're going to have to make changes faster than we thought we would in order to be successful. And I tell people all the time, right? Real great businessmen, they find a way to adapt. They find a way to be early adapters to things. And right now, you got to be an early adapter to the way the world is changing in 2021. And those who did it in 2020, you know, saw a little success. And we're going to stick with something that it's an ongoing theme on this channel about how to be successful as a content creator. But first, really quick, we got to roll that intro. So let's do that. Perfect, perfect. What's going on? For those who first time on this channel, my name is Ty. I'm a former Army combat photographer, and I'm here to help you turn your passion into profit. This channel is simply for those who want to take their camera skills, their video skills, their podcasting skills, and they want to make a living, or at least bare minimum a side income, bringing a side income from doing that. All right. Today, really quickly, before I get into anything, I have to talk about our brand new sponsor. Our sponsor is Flash Film Academy. Just to let you guys know, we're still running a 30% off all courses and contracts on our website. That goes until Thursday night. It's done. It's done. When you count down to 12, that sale will be gone. That includes our big course. That includes the big course, the first module of the master course, or the course that will teach you how to create the business you want to create. All right. Now that you guys know that, we got that out of the way. Let me go back to this other graphic real quick, because I know if not, I'm gonna get messages all day long. So I'm gonna let that marinate for a minute. Somebody said I had him going for a second. You thought we had a new sponsor. We are our new sponsor. That's called investing in the business. Anyway, let's talk a little bit, right? Because 2020 taught us that we're gonna have to be flexible. We're gonna have to do some things different. Great businessmen find opportunities in every situation. I talked about that a lot last week, and I wanted to double down on it, because the views and opinions of a lot of people is they're sitting there like, oh, COVID, like, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna make money? And they have this mentality that nobody's making money. Workers aren't making money if they're not essential. Businessmen are making money. True businessmen are finding ways to not just survive, but thrive. Do you hear anybody that's working for Uber Eats hurting right now? Do you hear anybody that's working for Amazon hurting right now? There's a reason for it, because they've adapted to the new normal before it was popular, right? Before it was the thing to do, Uber was finding ways to make sure you didn't have to leave the house. If you read the book End of Jobs, it told you that this was coming. It didn't predict how fast it would come because of the virus, but it told you what was coming. That's why it's great to read and follow forward thinkers in the industry to help you understand what's coming. I'll give you an example of how things work. If you follow TVs a lot, right? If you're a big TV guy and you like to buy TVs, and TVs are your thing, and plasma is out, and they're saying we're getting ready to release LCD screens next. And I'm going back a little bit just to give you an example. You may be able to sell your plasma and get top dollar for it, so that you can jump into the LCD screens or LED screens. You know, when LCD went to LED, if you know about it, you may be able to flip your LCD screen to get into a LED screen. When 4K HDR was coming, if you read up and you know about it, you knew when to get off your regular, and that include everything. You probably sell your TV, your receiver, your Apple TV, all of that stuff is regular HD. I'm getting off all of that because I know what's coming. I may have to sit without a TV for a month, but it's worth it. I got top dollar for mine and I knew what's coming. I am often like that when it comes to cameras. Often I meet people that's like, why are you selling this camera? There's a reason I'm selling this camera. There's nothing wrong with it. It works perfectly, but I know what's coming next. Um, I remember selling my FS7 as soon as I learned about the FS5. As soon as I learned that they were dropping. And the FS7 at the time was going for about 6,000. When the FS5 came out, it dropped to 2,000, 3,000, and the FS5 took that spot. But I was able to get 45, I was able to get 5,500 for my FS7 literally 2 weeks before the price dropped. And I took that 5,500 and I applied it to the FS5. So business works just like that. You got to be mindful of what's coming so that you can prepare for it with your business. Understanding what businesses are doing to be successful in what we're going through is very important. If you listen to a lot of forward thinkers, I consider myself a little bit of a forward thinker when it comes to content creation. You can prepare for what's next. Again, I told you, and this is something that I want to make sure I punch you in the throat about all day and night, because it's extremely important that you get out of providing pretty pictures and you get into the business of providing solutions, cinematic solutions. Get out of providing cute stuff to grab we create cute stuff to get people's attention on social media. We create pretty stuff that people will like when they click on your page. Flash film media, we don't do that anymore. We don't even push how pretty our pictures are anymore. That's not what's important. What's important is that we provide a cinematic solution. We provide a solution to your problem using cinematography, period. Because people who want to spend money on something that's cute, they don't have a need. That's a want. They want something cute. They like, we need something that's nice. Here's a couple of dollars. People who need something, who have a problem that needs to get it fixed, they're the ones that's going deep in their pocket to fix it. If your roof collapsed, you're going to go deep in your pocket to make that roof happen, to get a new roof. You're going to go deep in your pocket to make that happen. If you want to change the color of your roof, you're not going to really care. You're not going to really care. You're like, whatever, it'll be nice. It's a nice to have. It's nice to have sparkles on my roof. I don't need sparkly roofs. It's definitely a nice to have. So you want to make sure that you want to make sure that your business provides what they need and not just what they want. That's right. Creative Reflection said getting your business together is going to be a crucial to preparing for what's when this market crash again. The thing is this, I'm gonna be honest with you. Real quick, while we got everybody watching, post where you guys are from. I love to see where you guys are from. I'll let that pop up. Post where you guys are from. Post your location. The thing is this, don't even prepare for the market to right itself. If it right itself, then you'll triple what you're doing monthly. Don't even prepare for the market to right itself. Prepare for this being the new normal and living through it. Prepare for this being the new normal and you're living through it. If things go back to anything like it was, then you're prepared to go and take advantage of that. You will be, things will triple for you. Portugal, that's what's up. Toronto, ATL, all my feeler for all my ATL. I used to stay out there. I know what's up. Western Australia, that's what's up. Nigeria, Cali. I love all the locations, man. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button for me as well. Jamaica, I love it. Kingston. I thought it was Kingston, Jamaica. I was like, wait a minute, you guys are, but it's different. It's all good. More Cali. So what you want to do? Look at Bay. I see you, Bay. Bay rubbing it in here in Puerto Rico on the beach. I see you, brother. He's chilling out there. I've been watching his IG page. He's been on the beach, Kalamazoo. So you want to make sure you are listen. Get out of the idea of being a pretty picture provider. Get out of the idea of being down with PPP instead of OPP. Get out of the idea of being a pretty picture provider. We don't do that no more. Those are for hobbyists. We're doing this. We're in business. The goal is to get that bag. We need to provide a cinematic solution. So to do that, and I'm gonna tell you, which the upside of what we're going through is what's beautiful about what we're going through from a business standpoint is everybody's going through it. The solutions are almost predictable. This is probably the only time in life you're going to get an event that affects everybody, that you can come up with one solution that will help everybody. Let me say that again, because that's a big one. This is probably one of the only times in your lifetime, your lifespan, where you're faced with an event that affects everybody. And as a business owner, you can provide a solution that can probably help everybody. There's only a few times in life where this has happened. And it usually happened on a national or regional or a city level. You know, if you go back to major wars, or you go back to World War II, everybody in America was affected by World War II. You can almost say everybody in the world was affected by World War II. Some countries were not. You know, but this is something that's affecting the whole world. So no matter where you are, if you come up with a solution, it can help you land clients anywhere in the world. So think about that. Think about businesses in your area. You know what's causing their downfall. You know what's causing their numbers to drop. What's a solution that I can provide using my camera to help them increase their numbers, to help them get more business, to help them grow? What are some things that I can do? I always mention, hey, if they have a social media page, we need to show them wiping and spraying and mask and everything. We need to show their client base that they are doing everything in their power to prevent the spread of COVID. They're doing everything in their power to let clients come back into the store. They're doing everything in their power to help clients grow their business during this downtime. Those are things that you really need to work on when it comes to providing a solution. It's solution time. Pretty picture time is over with. It ended. Rest in peace, 2019. It's over with. So the solution that you can provide to people who are getting married is a live streaming event. If you are a wedding photographer or videographer, we provide a live stream so people who can't attend your wedding, or older people you don't want to come out and catch the virus, we can provide that. I've shot stuff where we provided everything. We created the domain for the client, right? We created a domain. You know, I'll tailor that experience to this one so you can get an idea. So if it's the Miller's wedding, we'll create the domain millerwedding.com. Then we will stream the event to that domain by creating a standard base page, a blank one page HTML with a YouTube link that will allow us to stream it to that URL. Why that URL, Ty? Because it makes it very easy for their family to find it. Instead of saying, search on YouTube for this, look on Facebook for that. Nope. PamandJohnMiller.com. I don't own it. Don't look it up. It ain't real, but that's an example. That way, their family can go to it. Now, listen, as a content creator that's providing the solution, right? As a content creator that's providing the solution, when they go talk to other videographers and you mention that, nobody's mentioning that. Everybody's else like, we can put a camera in the back and we can stream it and hopefully people, nope. That's a whole nother level of solutions that you, because you've answered questions and provided solutions they didn't know they needed yet. Well, you want it streamed, where people gonna watch it at? We never thought about that. Maybe to my Facebook. If you use a company like Restream, you can stream it to multiple channels at once. So you can stream it to multiple channels. You can go to that website and go to um Facebook and YouTube at once. You can do all of it. So that's a great idea of a solution that you can provide to a couple that's getting married if they're looking for a videographer for their wedding. Correct. There are more opportunities and new doors is going to open now than obstacles. Yep. Before they didn't need you, everyone needs you now. That's correct. Every company is trying to reach people at home. How do they do that? There's no other answer but content. There's no other way to reach people at home other than content. Period. The power has shifted more and more to you as a content creator. And you need to be mindful of it. I hear so many of you at home and you're like, oh man, it's rough. I don't know how we going. I'm like a kid in a candy shop. I'm telling people no, like we don't have it. I can't. I'm telling people no. So it's an opportunity. Dentists in my area don't seem to need anything. Okay. I'm gonna tell you something. Back then you didn't want me, now I'm hot, you all on me. I'm gonna answer that question, Josh. That's a great question. There's a real hood term to get out of that situation, right? Remember back in the day, you were told, like, if you got problems, you find the biggest one in the room and you knock his ass out and you won't have no problem. I don't know if y'all got that when I was maybe I was deep in the hood. Maybe I got that too much in the hood. But I was told, if you got beef, if it's a problem, you pick the biggest guy and you put him on his butt and you won't have a problem for nobody, right? Go to one dental company. Shoot their stuff for free. Shoot it for free, right? Beta test it. And then you take that and you rub that in the face of his competitors. Right? So when you approach them like, hey, blah, blah, hey, you don't need anything? Because John down the street seemed to think that he's doing content and it works. Prison politics. I like that. That's exactly what it is. We're gonna take prison politics and we're gonna apply it to video. Right? Get his competitors. Go work at, take that content that you killed for the one beta tester that you're doing for free and go rub that in the face of his competition. I guarantee you he'll second guess himself. I mean, ask him. If you ask any business owner, hey, is business down? They're gonna say, yeah. Just about other than the exception to the rules, the Amazons, the Uber Eats, most of them are gonna be like, yeah, we're down a little bit, or we're down, blah, blah. They're not gonna really tell you they hurting. They can say, yeah, we're down. Oh, because we just shot a video for such and such down the street. Their numbers are through the roof. Would you, huh? Yeah, we just pretty much showed their client base that they're doing everything to help prevent the spread of it. They're wiping stuff down, they're cleaning stuff. They're even, yada, yada, yada. Well, hey, if you say you don't need help, that's cool. I'll leave you with this. Let me know. Let them watch it. Let them watch how you created 8 videos and really you shot it in 2 hours, but you edited it to 8 videos for a client. Tell them that it's working. They got a waiting list. They're at full staff still. I laid some dental assistants off. Yeah, they're at full staff down there. They're rocking and rolling. So those are things that's what you do. Those are things that you use that to help you get in with the competition. You knock the biggest guy out. Finally made the live stream. You said, I got it. If you're getting jumped, just grab one guy, mess him up, you still getting jumped. But at least you got one. See, to prevent your way from getting jumped, you just got to knock the biggest guy out. You ever watch a Bruce Lee movie, right? And when he popped the first guy with the nunchucks, they always show a shot of other guys with weapons, like looking at each other like, do we really want this, bro? Like, they all go look at a Bruce Lee movie. It's gonna crack you up now that I said it. The first guy, like tough, like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get you with this knife, bro. And Bruce Lee, you know, he little, he like, what, and he hit my man, and my man knocked out and he fall. They always go to the shot of everybody else in the gang member, like looking at each other, like, you go first. Like, I don't know if I want this. Like, this ain't right. Literally. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. You got to make people hesitate. Like, is this, and it's vice versa, right? When you get one company and you blow them up and you creating content for them, and you can show that they're putting out content, right? Even the guys who say they didn't, we don't need no video, they're gonna hesitate. Like, they did all this? Like, yeah. I keep my iPad on me when I go talk to new clients because I want to show them. Oops, wait, let me. Oh, you looking for this type of video? Hold on, let me scroll past all the videos I did for your competitor. I did that one. We did that one. Oh, we got this one's coming out next week. You want to see it? Yeah, this is next week. This is their promotion they're running for. Yeah, it's pretty dope. But then we got one for the week after that. I'm gonna get to the video. I'm gonna show you. It got to go past such and such videos done. I'm notorious for doing that. That's me all day. That's me all day. Lawyers and realtors, they need help too. Lawyers and realtors need help. People are still moving. People are still getting in trouble. They definitely need help. Any service-based industry still goes on. The issue is people are scared on both ends, right? Buyers are scared, sellers are scared. They're just scared. But you know what can connect them people and alleviate their fears? Content. A cinematic solution can alleviate their fears. Right? It can alleviate their fears. If you're hungry and you're at home, you're starting to see a lot of Uber Eats commercials. Starting to see a lot of Amazon commercials. Right? The same thing Amazon did for the internet. Over 50% of all purchases on the internet come from Amazon. Because Amazon attacked what you were afraid of. Right? I'm afraid of getting my credit card stolen, yada, yada, yada. Okay, we provide security. I'm afraid of how long it takes to get my product. Cool, we got Prime same-day delivery within the hour. I'm afraid that I can't return it. Amazon says, say no more, chief. We're going to let you print a label. We'll come get it. Or you can take it to Kohl's, or you can take it to UPS, or you can do whatever you want. And you ain't got to worry about it. So what's your excuse now? I don't have an excuse. Bye. Something to definitely think about. So you, as a content creator, your job is to help alleviate. Let me put this back up because I just got a message. Is to help alleviate the fear that the seller have by helping them understand that you're going to alleviate the fear that the buyer has. You picking up what I'm putting down? Let me say it again. We're going to go to this graphic right here. I'm going to go to this graphic right here because it's real important. Your job as a content creator, the way you're going to get a sale right now today, the way you're going to get a client to buy from you is to alleviate the fear that the seller have by providing a solution that alleviates the fear that the buyer has. If you can do that, that client will buy from you because all they want is an investment. They want to make an investment in something that works. Something that works. Clients don't want to waste money right now. This is not a waste money time right now. This is not a throw money at it and try to fix it time. We're not living in that era no more, or at least not right now. It'll loosen up in a minute, but we're not living in that era right now. This is not where we at. We're in the prove it point right now. There's no gambling right now. If you want to gamble, the casino is the only way. This is not a time to gamble with your business as a business owner, right? Not you as a content creator, but as your client. They don't want to make gambles right now. It's only things that need to have. This ain't nice to have area. This is need to have area. If you can prove to a client that you can make their customer base, their target audience, feel comfortable coming into their store, coming into their business, hiring their service. If you can prove to a client that client will say yes. Period. That's your job. Now, again, I've preached this a lot. If you are a diehard gold member or a member or a subscriber, or you've seen more than 2 videos that I've ever done, you know that I preach having a niche. This is why having a niche is so important, because if I'm working with one type of client that caters to one type of target audience, I can walk in the door sounding like I know what the hell I'm talking about, because this is all I do. Period. If somebody that works on everything, cars and trucks, come in your house and look at your oven. If you work on cars, trucks, dishwashers, everything, he come in your house and he look at your oven, and you've been using your oven and you've been using it, regularly, like whatever. He like, I ain't really crazy about your oven. It may go out soon. You be like, dude, get out of here. If a oven Kenmore oven specialist that showed up in with the Whirlpool guys that got blue, showed up in a Kenmore truck with a Kenmore hat and a Kenmore jacket on, and he came to look at your coffee maker, but he walked past your oven. He was like, yo, that oven's about to go out. You don't see that? You will replace that oven before he leave. You believe him. That's why it's important to be a specialist, right? If you're not a specialist, you're not gonna make it. It's all good. How do you prove that they need video to them when they won't give you the time of day? Right? Value is shown 2 ways. One I covered. Go punch the biggest guy in the room, knock him out. Go do beta testing for another client, right? Shoot a lot of videos for that client so that you can show the new client, hey, such and such down the street have seen improvements by creating content to the point where we shot 10 videos. That new client don't need to know that they're a beta client. All that new client needs to see is, this is my competitor and he got 10 videos. I'm tripping on 1 and he got 10. Yeah, his business is growing. These videos are helping bring in clients to his business. And he will sit back and say, here I am tripping on 1 video and this guy's getting 10. Let's do the first one. So, something to think about. That's how you show value. You show value in showing content that works. When you create that first, if he has no content and you put out 1 rinky-dink 30-second video of them wiping off counters, it's going to do something for him, as long as he has an audience to show it to. Period. Faith Hustle Media Group. What are my thoughts on ClickFunnels? Honestly, for service-based clients or customers or what we do, I don't like them. They're great for products. I'm not crazy about a ClickFunnel for what we do. And let me be clear, because a lot of people think funnel, because there is a sales funnel and then there is a ClickFunnel. It's 2 different things. ClickFunnel is a brand that makes websites for the sales funnel process. I like the idea of a sales funnel. Yes, I'm not crazy about ClickFunnel sites. I'm not saying you can't use them. I'm not saying you shouldn't use them. I've tried them. They make it seem like it's going to be super easy and perfect. But I know before I knew what ClickFunnels was, I knew when I was on a ClickFunnels site. And there was something about it that made me say, I'm being sold. Warning, warning. You're being sold. Warning. Be cautious. Click here. And if you buy now, but wait, if you click this, we're going to also throw you this. It was just like, I don't trust it. Why is this $67 and not $69? It was just stuff that was like, So for a service-based industry, if you want to use ClickFunnels to generate leads, yes. For the whole process, no. Now, when I say generate leads, I mean give something away for free to gather contact information. The hard part about that is If you needed a plumber today, you're not going to go to a website and submit your email in hopes to hear back from them. Like if you're ready to buy today, you're not going to go through a funnel. You know what I'm saying? Yes and no. Product wise, yes. Service wise, no. If I need somebody here, I don't want to go through 10 prompts to get to it. No. I want to go see what you do, know that you do it well, call you guys to do it. So that's just my opinion on it. What does health coverage look like when you're full-time entrepreneur? I know health benefits are a big reason why people stay on the job instead of launching out. Let's talk about benefits for a minute. We're actually going to talk about that in detail in the third part of the master course, but I'll give you a little hint on that. What you're currently paying for healthcare. This is the myth. The myth is healthcare is crazy expensive away from your job. It's not. You're going to pay probably the same amount. Your job is paying a portion of your healthcare. If you make, so if you go from making, hypothetically, let's say you're paying $300 a month and you're making $50,000 a year. Would you be okay with paying $600 a month if you're making $100,000 a year? You're literally paying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So the healthcare doesn't change thanks to certain laws that were passed where you have options. Go to Blue Cross website or go to a healthcare website, enter your information, and they'll tell you exactly what healthcare costs. Really, really good healthcare, you can spend $600, $700, $800 a month. That's really, really good healthcare. If you got it through your job right now, if you got that same healthcare through your job, it'll be 20% cheaper. It'll be 20% cheaper because your job may take on, now certain jobs take on more. Certain jobs will say, hey, we'll pay 80%, we'll pay 50%. If you're an executive level, the company pay the whole thing. But the cost is not that much. It's not that different. It's not that different. Not compared to the upside. Not compared to the upside. So it's not, don't let healthcare scare you. That's something that is, see, I am today in 2020, I am at a point in my life where I'm finally, I'm not gonna say finally, where I'm starting to realize how much propaganda is in the world, right? And I don't want to go super conspiracy theory on you, but I'll make it simple. I'll make it really, really simple. You know, um, to help control how people think. Let me go back. One would think that when people had access to the internet and access to more information, they would learn about things that would shift the balance of power. That's what one would think. However, to deter that, all you have to do is put out a bunch of misinformation. You put out a bunch of propaganda to steer people where you want them. If you don't want people eating bananas, you can put out a whole bunch of articles on why bananas are bad for you. People will stop eating bananas. Even if the articles don't have truth, people don't even read articles. They read a headline and they're like, oh, they want to talk about it. I heard that bananas are bad for you. No, you didn't. You just read it on a, and if you read the article will say something like, yes, if you're pregnant and you're taking this type of medication, bananas shouldn't be your go-to source of protein or potassium. You should go to, and nobody reads it. So there are certain things that's designed to steer you in certain directions in life. That's why it's important to read books, develop your own opinion, and be careful at what's being presented to you in your comfortable place, right? Be careful of what's being pushed down your timeline. If you look, there's a documentary out. I can't think of the name of it. I'm sure some of you can. It's about Facebook and it's on Netflix. I can't think of the name of it. It's one great one is terms and conditions may apply. It's about the fact that people agree to stuff and they don't know when they download apps and all of that. It's another one that's out that talks about marketing, advertising, talks about what they know about you and what they track as far as who you are as a person. And you'll get a lot of stuff pushed to you in comfortable places. Social Dilemma, correct, Cody. Social Dilemma is a great documentary. It talks about, it's not bad. It's just It's just the levels at which marketing companies are using your information to market to you. I personally don't have a problem with it because if I own a certain type of car, I want to see advertisements for accessories for that car. I don't want to see Jeep advertisements, and I don't own a Jeep. So it's not used for bad most of the time. I don't have a problem with it. Um, However, based on your political view, based on what you like, based on what groups you're in, based on what area you live in, based on, a lot of things, your web history, you may be presented with some propaganda to deter you or move you in a certain direction by people or companies that benefit most, right? For instance, and this is just hypothetical, super hypothetical. Google could release or could be they could overlook or turn their eye to a company or allow a company to post a lot of content saying that Google search engine is better than Yahoo, right? They could be like, "Oh, go ahead, put that out." You know what I'm saying? To deter you from using Yahoo because it benefits Google. Not saying that that's what they're doing, nothing like that. I'm just saying, I'm just using that as an example. So you have to read enough about Yahoo to make a decision and not stuck on what's being presented to you because propaganda is not where you look. It usually lands where you are standing. It's usually on your Facebook timeline. Like, you know, oh, Facebook are saying friends are against, vaccines. You posted something like you're for vaccines. So we're going to start to show you more of your friends that are against it in hopes that maybe you become against it too. You know what I'm saying? Like marketers can use content for whatever reason they choose. It's not always to get you to buy something. It could be to change your opinion. Period. Right? McDonald's did it for years um to help you think that Happy Meals would make you happy. Happy Meals are for kids. Happy Meals, McDonald's is the place to be if you're a kid. As you grow up, you train your kids that. You train that to you tell your kids that. And you still go. And they know that if they get you as a kid, they got you for life. Right? The only place that didn't work was Toys R Us because you don't buy toys as an adult. So, you know what I mean? So just be mindful of that. Um, when you're faced with a stereotype or something that you hear over and over again, right? Because if you listen to, I give you an example. If you're in a room with business owners, the conversation is completely different than if you're in a room with people who are 9 to 5 workers. No, not knocking them, just saying it's different. 9 to 5 workers are telling you about beef with 50 Cent and who doing what and what celebrity is sleeping with who. Business owners don't talk about that. They don't care about that, right? They don't care. They can care less about who's doing what. You know what I mean? You'll hear more of a conversation of the fact that Master P and I forgot the basketball player are looking to invest or purchase Reebok or something like. You'll hear more of those stories. So usually in the 9 to 5 area, you're going to hear a lot of stories that consist of fear of getting out of that 9 to 5. Right? I hear a lot of my friends who are working jobs who like the idea of a business tell you about fearful things. They say I would go into, I was gonna go into business, but I ain't trying to leave my okay. Let me go over here. Let me go back over here. Because these guys are jumping out windows chasing their dreams. They don't care about looking like they got money. They're shopping at Target, making $1 million investments. These guys over here got a shirt that screams Gucci, and they have a car note. These guys over here wearing Target and their car paid off. They bought it with cash. You know what I'm saying? They got their car $30,000 less than you got your car, and you financed it because they paid cash and they had the leverage. So you got to be careful with both sides because not both sides, but you got to be careful with some of the things that you hear when it comes to business because a lot is just not true. Like the risk. when it comes to risk. A lot of people are like, oh man, I'm scared. Somebody in your job can come tap you on your shoulder and say, I don't like them shoes. Go ahead, clock out. It was nice. We had a good run, but we gotta let you go. It's the third time wearing them ugly Pumas this week. I gotta let you go. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can tap you on your shoulder and let you go for whatever reason. That's risk. Instead of having a business where I can plan out what I want to do, how aggressive I want to be, how much money I want to invest in my future compared to going out or compared to eating that Red Lobster this week. I control that and I can see it coming. Layoffs are bad because a lot of times people don't see them coming. I can see what's coming and prepare for it. There's been times where I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to get a second job. I'm gonna have to get a job. I'm gonna have to get a part-time job to make it through this season as a business owner. There was times where I was there, but I can see that compared to being tapped on the shoulder and being like, peace, you don't have a job no more. So, how best will one navigate media, politics, landscape? Some of the new era, the king. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be really honest with you. All the good information are in books, right? Because we live in a world where people just want to know the answer and not the theory. The goal is to know the theory, right? Good looking out, Elise. Good looking out on the super chat, bro. I appreciate that, man. So what I hate is people that's like, what's a good camera? What's a good camera? And they don't even know why they need the camera, like what they need a camera for. They're stunned when I'm like, well, what type of photography do you want to do? I don't know. Then you don't know enough about this area to pick a camera. Like you need to learn more about the theory and the understanding and the ideas of photography to then make that purchase. People want instant, fast, now. Don't be that person, right? Understand the science behind something before you make a decision, so that you're not the person that owns a camera and you don't know how to use it. You don't know why to use it. Not how, but why to use it. You just sitting there like, I know a lot of people that got stuff that just bought it because it was in. I know a lot of people holding $1,200 camera phones asking me for the phone number to Pizza Hut. I know people that's holding $1,200 camera phones asking me, how do you spell symphony? GOOGLE.com. That's my answer to everything. People ask me stuff. How do you GOOGLE.com? What's going on in the Netherlands? Beautiful place. So you want to understand, like, books are, listen, I didn't get on like deep book reading until like 30. I'm not gonna BS you. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I was the kid that wanted a book. I hated books. I just didn't have time for it. Magazines, because they have pictures. I was not a book person. Not gonna lie to you. Audible, yes. Audible changed my life. Books changed my life. I spent, I want to say $100 in books probably made me 100 times what I paid. Books was my greatest investment. Books and like courses, like lynda.com, my greatest investment. And I'm not even talking about my stuff. I'm saying in general, education was my greatest investment. I love Audible. I don't even listen to music no more. A lot of people go and they get on in the car and they jam to shake that booty, shooting, blah. I don't care about that. I can't tell you what's on the charts right now. Honestly, I can't. I can't tell you what's hot right now. I can tell you what's a good book to read. I can tell you what's a good podcast to listen to. I bought my earpods so I can have one in at all time, and I'm always playing a podcast or a book. Always. If I'm cleaning up, I'm always, and I switch it up. Sometimes I like crime dramas. I like true crime. I like business stuff. I switch it up. I listened to my first Stephen King book. Hear a lot about Stephen King. Oh, he writes great horror movies until I listen to an audiobook. And I was like, wow, I see when people say the book is better than the movie. I get it now. I get it now. For the first time in my life, at the age of 35 or something, I got it. I'm always listening to a book or a podcast. I don't listen to much radio. There isn't no benefit in music, right? You're not going to grow from music. Music may help you deal with stress and may help you blah blah blah. It's cool. There's only so much booty shaking and twerking and shooting and killing and moving dope and love triangles you want to hear. And that you got to understand that information is going in your body. It's going to come out somehow, right? If you watch a lot of drama, you're going to be a drama queen, a drama king. If you watch a lot of drama, that's where you're going to be. Books, I feel like books is the closest thing to a person transferring data from their brain to yours. You know what I'm saying? You ever watch like Steph Curry play basketball and you're like, I wish there was an invention where you can just transfer the muscle memory from his jump shot to you. You know what I'm saying? Where you could I wish you can do that. I wish you can transfer Jordan's jumping ability from him to you and just get a piece of it. Literally, that's what a book does. Literally, it transfers the data from their mind to your mind. And you're like, okay, years of experience, data, everything. It reminds me of you ever watch The Matrix where they're like load up, give him karate, load up kung fu. And he's sitting there and it's like he got a plug in the back of his head and he's like, and now he's like, oh, I know it now. Literally, that's what a book does for you. Literally. Somebody say, yep, Steph Curry got a master class. Yeah, because people want that information. Education, self-education is the key to success. Self-education. So, something to definitely think about. I don't listen to no music. I can't tell you it's hot. My playlist is so 90s, it ain't even funny. I love it when Media Smith say books. He says audiobooks are great when the writers narrate them too. Doesn't get more immersed. I love when a writer narrates their own book. It is the best ever. And I'm gonna tell you why. If you listen to End of Jobs, which is a book I always talk about, the writer goes off topic often. He's like, pause. Let me tell you, because since I wrote the book, this has changed, that has changed, and I've learned this. And you should include that. Okay, let me go back to script. It is the best. I love it when a writer narrates their own book. I love it when a writer narrates it because you get so much more than those who are reading the book. And some people like tangible books and pages, and that's cool. I love audiobooks. I love them. And look, it's never too late. You're never too old. I didn't start listening to audiobooks until I was like 32. And I was like, I'm going to try one. Loved End of Jobs. End of Jobs is great for today's landscape. If you're End of Jobs is a must read or a must listen. So let's talk about more things you can do for the new normal. If you are into video production, if you're into video production, you got to offer live streaming, right? If you bought a camera this year and you don't own live streaming gear, I got bad news for you. It's going to be rough, right? You got to have live streaming gear right now. If you are into content creation, you got to be able to offer live streaming. If you're just in video production, if you cover events. If you cover events, live streaming is the way. Your client, you may want to approach your client with the idea to live stream. If they got social media, let's live stream to it. Huh? Well, do you know that if you live stream, everybody that's on your page gets a notification that you're on live and they tune in? Those are things you need to be presenting to your client. Live streaming. They need to live stream. If they're selling a product or a service, they need to live stream. Right? What started increasing again due to COVID? This is gonna blow your mind. Home Shopping Network. Home Shopping Network is up. Home Shopping Network. Bruh. People are they're just at home like, oh, I'm gonna buy that. You got to reach people where they are. Newspaper ads, old school. You know what? I'm not even knocking newspaper ads and stuff right now. It's not my favorite, but people are home to read. People are home to read. What's going on, bro? Any suggestion for starter live streaming gear on the top? Okay, so Sling Studio is my absolute favorite. I got a video coming on that. That's the king of the kings to me. That's my opinion. You can go get a video capture card and a laptop and get one camera and do it that way, right? You can get $100 capture card. Austria, what's going on? You can get a $100 capture card, run an HDMI cable from it to your camera, and you're live streaming to whatever platform they want. You don't have to start off with Sling Studio and be $1,600 in. You can make it simple. Hey, client, we're going to do a simple one camera live stream where you answer questions from people who have dental questions. Cool. Come light up a nice little dental area. Let's set it up. Let's shoot it. Let's let the dentist go live. And let's answer some questions. Let's post something a day before to get questions. Let's go live answering them questions, and let's answer the questions as they appear live. Boom. It's called engagement. You want you to be engaged with your audience. Let's switch gears and let's talk photography. Because you photographers who are just doing photography, there's still a place for you. There's still a whole lot of space available in this era because clients need content. They shouldn't be putting out any content without somebody with every piece of picture they have, every piece of content they have that don't have a face mask on it is no good. It has expired. I seen a commercial from AT&T yesterday. And it's one they shot a while back, and they had a little disclaimer: safe area, normally mask or whatever, blah, 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 because they didn't have mask on. Approach your clients with that. Every piece of picture, video, content you have on your social media, your website that don't have a person in a mask, other than the headshot, is expired. You know how dope it'd be if you can get a doctor to do a headshot with a mask on? If it's like a big headshot, you know how dope that would be? Just as like a, we're preparing just to show to their clients that, we're doing everything we can to, keep a safe environment. Or have like a team shot with mask, or like all the headshots updated with mask. You know how dope that would be? Especially if they got like custom masks with their name on it or something like that. That would be super dope. I got your message. I'll put it back on the screen. That would be super dope. So something to definitely think about. Something to definitely think. Something that you want to do and you want to make sure that you mention to clients. Let me pause for our new sponsor right here. Let's see if this works. We'll see. It's been 50-50. Let's go for it. Hey, pause for a second. I know you're in the middle of something dope, but I want to make sure I tell you about a course over at Flash Film Academy that changed the game for me. It literally took my business from attracting mostly low-end clients to consistently landing bigger clients with bigger budgets. It's called the 5 Key Steps for Creating an Effective Portfolio That Converts. If you're a photographer, videographer, editor, or graphic designer, this course teaches you how to take what your brand does well and present those things in a way to help the client understand how your brand can help solve their problem. This course isn't just about editing, but helping you understand that when clients are trying to make a decision on why or even if they should work with you, blasting them with your best video clips set to music just won't cut it anymore. It doesn't set you apart, show value, or help buyers in the process of making a decision. This course teaches you how to create a commercial for your brand, providing a first impression that will help you 10x your ability to land clients. Remember, if you can't effectively tell your story, clients won't hire you to effectively tell their story. Create a demo reel that sells the client before you even speak to them. Go ahead, click the link. Let's get started. Yo, if you watch that and didn't really know, you would think that was live almost. But this is what we're gonna do. For the last 20 minutes, we're gonna go gold style. We're gonna allow people to join the party. We're gonna allow people to join the party. My gold members know what's up. They know what to do with that link. Make sure that link is out here. So we could there we go. We'll let people join and get in and chop it up for a second. So let's if you do graphic design, I will run a promotion where we can Photoshop a mask on existing pictures. There's so many ways to make money right now, right? There's so many ways to make money. You say you finally saw how valuable behind the scenes footage is after watching that course. It's extremely valuable. A lot of people sleep on that good cell phone footage, but that cell phone footage has helped me close some serious deals. We'll give you some more time to people to jump in. What's going on, Josh? Can you hear me? I can't hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. We'll let people jump on the live. This is what we usually do on our gold member chats. If you're not a gold member, you can hit the join now button, but you can see how we get down. Because holidays have been falling on Thursdays, we haven't really had them. So, this is how we usually get down. So if you got a webcam, if you on, I know it's caught some of y'all off spot, but I want to make sure y'all can jump in and we can chop it up real quick and do our thing. I can have up to 10 people. So the first 10 jump on, you in. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, brother?
What's up? This is reminiscent. We've been missing this for a
minute. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Let me make sure I am in the place to be. Hold up. We got okay.
Yeah, that was me. That
was you, double time? Okay, we're gonna do that then. So while we waiting, we get some people some time. What are some of the hurdles you guys have faced in, just bringing in business right now, if you faced any? I know you guys have been you've been on all the lives, all the goals, so y'all kind of up to date on, what I'm saying, everything. But what are some of the areas you kind of just running a little issue, a little static?
Josh?
Man, Rodney already knows, man. I talked to Rodney. So I've been trying to go, give free content to dentists, and it's not working. I'm trying to show value and things like that, and it seems like no matter what I do, like I just made a logo, an animated logo for a dentist, and they liked it, but they just said they don't need any content right now, even though it was free.
Right.
And I'm just like,
so this is the thing though, and I tell people all the time, when you approach them, are you approaching them like, hey, I got a company, I want to shoot this for you for free?
For the first one I did, and then for this most recent one, I honestly, man, I don't even know what to say. I just kind of sent them the logo to see if they liked it, and then I kind of told them, hey, I need more dentist content, and pretty much, I do want to shoot something for you guys to, get a solution for you guys. So, and it's not working. So,
okay, I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna tell you how to switch it up. Right. Art of War. One of the most important things is to have as much information about your enemy as possible. Look at their website. Look at the content that they have out. Look at their social media channels and approach them with a solution they don't know they have. Hey, notice that you guys haven't really posted a lot of content. You guys haven't posted in 26 days. Do you mind if I create something and post it for you guys, or something that you guys can post? My name is Ty. I own Flash Film Media. What we do is we create content for dentists. And right now I'm just trying to work with a company to help develop a product that I'm working on for dentists. And I'm looking for somebody to work with for free. You guys don't post often, and you should post twice a week. Do you mind if I shoot some video and run it by you so that you can post it? You get that one on, and then they're growing. Then you use them to kind of smear it in the face of everybody else. But if you go to them like, I want to sell you something for free, they're gonna be like, nah, chief. Because everybody, as a business owner who have a brick and mortar, they're getting slammed with salesmen who are trying to survive right now.
Yeah.
Right. So if you go to them feeling any kind of salesy, they're gonna be like, nah, bro. Like if you feel like you selling anything, you can be selling something for free. They're gonna be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you watch a commercial, it can be about any product in the world, but if it ends with a blue screen and a 1-800 number, you like, I don't know. Ship it in the mail. You know what I'm saying? They selling something. term. It's shipping and handling and processing fee. But wait, you know what I'm saying? So as a solution provider, right? Sometimes in sales, you got to not be so salesy, because we subconsciously check out of sales situations. Like you subconsciously don't listen to commercials. That's why big companies are coming to YouTube, not just to put a commercial in between your video, but to hire influencers to be talking like, yeah, and we want to do video, but today what I really enjoy is a great coffee mug that I drink. You know what I'm saying? Like I loop you in to be a part of the conversation, like to be a part of the sell to you, because it doesn't feel salesy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Stingray?
What's going on, guys?
So that's the goal. The goal is to, whenever you approach people, whenever you walk in, if you have enough information on them, information always get people attention. Right? I'm gonna give you an example. I had and I think I talked with you about this thing where I had a roofing company, use a drone, and I don't know if this is even legal or ethical, but they used a drone to take a picture of my roof to highlight hot spots that may have been called my hail damage. I ain't thinking about fixing my roof. Who cares? Like, I'm like, whatever. And I get this letter, and my roof is like red. I'm like, man, those are the rooms that are hot. Like, maybe I should look into this. And just because they had that information, I didn't feel like they were selling me something I didn't need. I feel like they were providing me with a solution that I didn't know. It was to a problem that I didn't know I had. So when you walk into a dentist and you say, you guys only posting 2 videos a month. Like, you need to be consistent. Can I do this for you? Can I take this off your hand? And you create something for them. Hey, you guys mind if I create, videos for next month for you guys? And if, I'm trying to build up things on my end so I can present it to other dentists, but I'll do it for you for free. If you decide you want more, we'll talk about it there, whatever. But I just want to, I just want to work with somebody so I can perfect this. And they'll say, yeah, go ahead, go for it. If after a month you'll get free videos and we can just be cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get to help bolster my or bring up my portfolio, and you get free content, and you good. We friends.
So here's my question about that. Like when you say it to me, as someone who knows about content, it sounds good, but when I go to the lady at the front desk and she's about to go on lunch break, she just